Leo, this is your horoscope for November 2018. Now, the first thing about November you need to realize is that Venus, the planet of love and beauty and creativity, is in retrograde until the 16th of November. And it sits in your third house of communication at 29 degrees in Libra, in the sign that it rules. Okay, so first of all, each house in the astrology chart has 30 degrees. So whenever a planet is at 1 degree or 29 degrees, it becomes heightened and even stronger. So your Venus in Libra is very charming, and it's very able to build bridges with people, and it's very articulate and elegant and beautiful and lovely, and people want to be around it. In retrograde, it's difficult because you lose sight of yourself, you lose sight of other people, it all becomes a little bit confusing, and often relationships that are formed during a Venus retrograde, after the retrograde is done, you look at that person and you're like, what was I thinking, or what is this? It really, Venus retrograde is dangerous because it plays with love, and love is something that, you know, we're very prone to getting hurt in that area of our lives. Now, the first couple of days, on the 1st of November, the moon is in your sign of Leo, so you go into the month feeling great and feeling comfortable in your own skin, and that's a good sign actually for the whole month, that the moon is in your sign on the first day, because it means it's kind of your month. The next 2 days, the 2nd and 3rd of November, the moon goes into Virgo in your second house of money and career, and you can download spiritual energy. Neptune and Chiron are in the 8th. You can download information that's going to enable you to set up your own business and make money with that business. So for any of you Leos who want to make yourself self-employed, the 2nd and 3rd are the days to meditate and to sit cross-legged and to say, universe, tell me what you want me to do work-wise, and it will come to you. So congrats to all the Leos who are unhappy in their job. And you know, the retrogrades are helpful. Mercury retrograde forces us to communicate differently. Venus retrograde forces us to love differently. So it gives us an opportunity to make things change. If everything always stays the same, it dies. Now, on the 4th of November, we have Mars in Aquarius at 23 degrees in your 7th house, squaring Jupiter in Scorpio in your 4th house. So Jupiter is the lucky planet. Again, at 29 degrees it's heightened, and it's good luck and good fortune when you get in touch with your feelings, and especially when you do that in a family setting. Now that squares Mars, and that's in your 7th house, and that says, I want to be a humanitarian and I want to teach people. That's gonna give me freedom. Jupiter is at 29 degrees, which is 11. 11 is the master number of service. So from the 4th of November until the 30th of November, this friction between Mars and Jupiter is going to force you in a way to be of service to other people and to be the love in the world that has been taken from the Venus retrograde. So you guys, Leo, you're one of the ways we can fight this lovelessness. So that's really amazing. On the 5th, and 6th of November, the moon is in Libra and it joins Venus in Libra in your 3rd house. So the 5th and the 6th are a respite from these difficulties communicating, because the moon is in Libra and it offsets, it mitigates the negative influence of Venus to some extent. So you're really a force for good this month. That's amazing. On the 7th of November, we have the new moon in Scorpio, and the new moon is when the moon is totally black and it pulls in lots of energy. It pulls in Scorpio energy into your 4th house. It's next to your midheaven and your Jupiter. So a lot of Scorpio energy being pulled into your family sector. We've still got that friction with Mars. We've got Venus in retrograde, and we've got Mercury direct. So what is it what is it that you can do to help people who suffer? And how can you be of service to those people? And that is what this new moon is going to ask you. And you're going to plant seeds of intention. I'm going to volunteer for Terence Higgins Trust. I'm going to do something there because I really care about the cause. So you are a wonderful... Leo's always surprised me because you guys are unpredictable. And who would have thought that during a Venus retrograde you're coming in as the savior? It's amazing. On the 8th, the moon is still near the sun, so again, that's ability to look inwards, to do what you want. On the 9th and 10th of November, the moon is in Sagittarius in your 5th house of romance. Jupiter and Mercury are also there. So it's very likely that you'll meet someone on your travels who will seem perfect and lovely. But Venus is in retrograde. It's very unlikely that a relationship you form during a Venus retrograde, that it's actually going to turn into something real. So don't let your guard down too much. Don't give your heart away and let someone trample all over it. This is the month to be careful with your feelings and evaluate the relationship. If you do start a relationship during this period, from the 16th of November onwards, evaluate it and wait till the 16th of December or 16th of January and look at it and say, is this a good relationship? There are exceptions to the rule, as with everything. The 11th, 12th, and 13th, you're super focused on work and you can get a lot done in work during these days. The 14th and 15th are again about relationships and wanting to be of service to other people. Figure out ways of doing that. There's no shortage of people who need help on this planet, so you're really going to find that very easy. The 16th is a complicated day. First of all, Venus goes direct, so love is easier now and not complicated. Mercury goes retrograde. Mercury is a communication planet. It goes retrograde in your 5th house of romance, so you have love back now, but Mercury makes it difficult. It makes it difficult to express that love. Now, that's not the only thing happening on the 16th. It's a killer of a day. We've got Mars going into Pisces, and it's at 0 degrees in your 8th house. So you've got the moon there, you've got Neptune and Chiron all sitting together with that Mars in your 8th house. So there's a big focus on your kind of role in the world as you fit into an institution, as you fit in with other people's kind of expectations of you. And with this Venus retrograde going direct now, that's going to be easier for you. But with the Mercury side of things squaring Neptune and the moon in your 8th, it's going to be quite easy to kind of say something mistaken when it comes to business or the company you belong to. So there's a grand trine in the chart as well. It connects the North Node in Cancer with Chiron in Pisces and the Sun and the Midheaven in Scorpio in the 4th. So it's not a good day to kind of take the personal and the professional. The line is blurred, and if you blur the line too much, it's not going to help you. So be careful with that around the 16th, especially if you work for someone else. Okay, so Mercury stays in retrograde until the 6th of December, so be aware of that. And Mars here moves in Pisces and pretty much stays in Pisces from the 16th of November onwards until the end of November. So on the 17th, 18th and 19th, you're focused on your role in the institution you work for or do service work for or volunteer, or that's your job. Yeah. So you're going to focus on the environment you belong to. I don't know why it's so difficult to kind of explain this, but you're just going to focus on your work and the situation you're in, and that's going to take up a lot of your attention. On the 20th, 21st, on the 20th and 21st, you look at traveling. That's a really good day to travel or to learn new skills. Work-wise, career-wise, 21st and 22nd are your lucky days in terms of asking for more money, asking for a promotion, asking for more responsibility. The 23rd of November, we also have a full moon in Gemini, and that's really positive for you because it happens in your 11th house of hopes and dreams, and it opposes the Sun, Jupiter, which is the lucky planet, the midheaven, your work, and Mercury. Even though it's in retrograde, it's in Sagittarius, and they oppose that moon in Gemini. So you're really being showered with loads of communicative information. So you have this big gift, this big breakthrough, in the sense that despite all the retrogrades and despite all the stress and Mercury making things a little bit murky, this is a wonderful day to communicate. So if you do have to kind of make a proposal or sign a contract or be up on stage or make a presentation or, you know, so we have to do these things during retrogrades. Sometimes we don't have a choice. But if you can plan around it, the 23rd of November is a really good day for you to communicate and to express anything, especially if it's in a professional sense. Oh, stop. I bought this super cheap laptop because SolarFire only works on Windows. So I bought this super cheap laptop, and you get what you pay for. So it just, okay. 24th of November, 25th of November is about really enjoying the ability to communicate. It extends the reprieve from Mercury retrograde, extends until the 25th of November. Spiritually, 25th, 26th and 27th, you're going to find it really easy to kind of connect with a higher power, to be nurturing. That's a really good time to take care of yourself, and if you want to go on a retreat or you want to take some time out to discover how you can be of service to people, if that's something that interests you, you can use these days, 25th, 26th, 27th of November, to really discover how you're going to put yourself out there if you want to heal people and help people. And if you do decide to do that, you'll have something in place by the 27th, 28th of November. On the 29th of November and on the 30th, the last day of the month, you've got the moon in Virgo in your second house. So pay attention to what people around you are saying on the 29th and 30th, because you will get good information that's going to help you in your career, in the institution you belong to. It will also help you make yourself independent if you want to go down that route. And it's information that is going to help you along your life purpose. So there are lots of Leos out there watching this, and a lot of people are going to have different priorities at the moment, okay? So for those three things that I mentioned, really go for it this month, because you end the month with the strongest element being fire, and that's your element. So it's really your time to kind of claim what's yours at the end of the month here. It's not an easy month, especially with all of that stuff in the 5th, and then Venus being retrograde and Mercury going retrograde. Not easy, but you come out well, especially if you kind of pay attention to these little energy obstacles and kind of hurdles you have to jump over to like get to the other side. So that's what I get for you in November. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. In the personal readings I do, I use the Astrology, Tarot, and Numerology. The Astrology chart is a blueprint of your soul. It shows me what your vocational aptitudes are, where you were in past lifetimes, what you're going to achieve in this lifetime, or what you want to achieve, what your life purpose is, what's destined for you in love and health and romance. And I can also look at what's coming up in future over the next couple of weeks, months, and years. So if you'd like a reading, please go to the website. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I do live tarot readings on this YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and make sure the bell is on if you're interested in those. Have a wonderful time, and I'll speak to you next month.